adventure. Together. Hello everyone! Welcome to PST Channel, game story, movie style, for your busy days. Did you know that there is more than one digital world in the Digimon Story lore? In most anime, you only heard about Yggdrasil, but this time, you will be able to see the full Digimon story of the Homeros World and the creation of 12 Olympus Digimon legends, equivalent to the Royal Knights. Let's see the movie. Digimon Storytime Strangler is the story of an agent in a secret organization named ADAMAS, which works to manage anomaly phenomena such as explosions of unknown origin and the discovery of mysterious creatures. This time, the agent named PST, who is the protagonist, received a report and coordinates where people are gathering and causing unrest due to abnormally high frequencies. The operator helps narrow down the target area based on video evidence from 8 years ago that was uploaded by a civilian in this district. For that, PST will have to go inside and investigate the area. Along the way, PST encounters phase electron lifeforms, which are mysterious creatures often found near areas where anomaly phenomena occur. ADAMAS has been studying them for many years, but still does not know the true nature of them. The analysis department at headquarters calls them digital monsters, or Digimon for short. ADAMAS sends a Digimon for PST to use for self-defense. He chooses Patamon as his partner, but Metal Greymon is too strong, forcing PST to flee for his life until he suddenly receives help from a mysterious young woman named Inori Misono, who acts like she had known PST for a long time. She tells him to hurry up and get to the roof of the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building, and then she'll explain. Operator tells PST that she is the target he must rescue. PST therefore must protect the target and continue investigating the area, but the pair are caught up by Metal Greymon. Luckily, a white Digimon named Omegamon comes to help them.
Whoop. Here I come.
Ascendant Sword!
After defeating it, Omegamon flies away. Upon arriving at the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building, the pair are attacked by an unknown monster, causing the path to be cut off and forcing them to separate. PST meets Aigiomon, who is also separated from her friends because of the building collapse incident. Aigiomon almost helps PST fly across the gap, but runs out of energy and lands on the hard floor below instead. After that, PST is contacted by the operator, who says the unknown monster is a man-made creature. She suspects it might be the reason the government sealed off this area without ADAMAS knowing. She tells him to investigate further and will help contact reinforcements. PST meets Inori on the roof of the building, but Inori is targeted by a shadow monster and a man-made creature that are trying to capture her. But suddenly, a large golden arm slams into the man-made creature. The impact causes Inori and all the creatures to disappear. PST wakes up again, surrounded by Minervamon, Chronomon, and Lunamon, who accuse him of intending to steal the Egg of Great Guardian.
No ordinary human could reach this place. That means you must be dangerous, an intruder!
PST goes down and finds the egg storage room, where the shadow monster is about to steal the egg. PST intervenes. When the egg falls to the floor, it activates a mechanism, causing the floor to disappear. The shadow monster falls below, along with PST. Both are then accused of being egg thieves. PST falls to the ground outside the building again, and the Digivice has no signal. He learns from people nearby that he has arrived in the past, 8 years ago. He sees a chaotic event where 2 public safety investigators are responsible for supernatural causes. Shota Kuroi and Asuna Shiroki are managing the evacuation, but one man is shouting that his daughter, named Inori, is still inside. So PST offers to help. When they go inside the building, in the blocking area, PST and Inori's father rescue Hiroko Sagisaka, who is Inori's friend and a streamer, from a Digimon that attacked. Going inside, they find Inori talking to a Lekmon. She names it Ku. Inori shields Ku when it is about to be attacked by Raramon, and tells Ku to run away. PST helps Inori and her father escape the building safely. Inori lets PST stay at her house. She says that her mother had passed away and her father works as a detective, who often comes home late. When PST contacts the operator again, she says that Shinjuku, the area where PST lived, is collapsing and is spreading to other areas around the world. PST's coordinates now seem to be back in time, 8 years ago. PST meets Inori's father. His name is Kosuke Misono, and he knows about phase electron life forms, which are not widely known among the general public. He suspects that PST seems to know more about this than he did, so he wants PST to exchange information with him, and in exchange, he will let PST live at his house. Operator tells PST to hide his identity from Kosuke because they don't want the past to change, which may affect the present. ADAMAS had researched time travel before, but had to stop midway because many side effects occurred during the initial testing phase. PST's adoptive father, Dr. Yuki, was also one of the victims of those effects. Upon entering the movie theater, they meet Mirei Mikagura, who is the caretaker of the In-Between Theater. She says this place is a gap between different time dimensions. When humans wander in, they are sometimes misunderstood as being spirited away. Right now, the natural laws of the world are collapsing, and PST is involved too. After coming out, the operator says that a conflict has arisen between Digimons, humans, and mechanized weapons in the present world. The battle in Shinjuku causes anomaly phenomena in major cities around the world, time and time again. The world calls this disaster the Shinjuku Inferno. PST traveling back to the past might help fix this disaster. She recommends trying to find information about the Shinjuku Inferno. Hiroko comes to ask Inori and PST to make a video together about anomaly phenomena for her streaming channel, named Occult Tokyo TV, which the operator suspects is the same video that a civilian uploaded 8 years ago. PST, therefore, agrees to go along. Hiroko takes everyone to film a video of mysterious creatures skulking in Shinjuku's underground. When they arrived, Inori meets Ku. She knows Ku is a phase electron life form, which is the reason her father quit his old job to investigate this matter. Inori feels sorry that Ku is being bullied by other Digimon, so she wants to help. Ku wants to help PST fight Cyclonemon, who attacked, but ends up being beaten instead. Inori blames herself for being weak, thus unable to protect Ku, her mother, or you, her brother, at all. Just as Cyclonemon is about to attack Inori, Ku digivolves into Aigiomon to use his power to protect Inori.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. 逃げたり諦めることは誰も一瞬あればできるから歩き続けよう君しかできないことがある青に星に光がなくせぬ夜にShow me your brave heart.
Inori and PST bring Aigiomon back to the house. Kosuke, Inori's dad, knows he is a Digimon and allows him to stay. He introduces Aigiomon to Kodei Kuremi, the public safety chief investigator for anomaly cases, and Monica Simmons, who wants to collect samples of phase electron life forms. Aigiomon cooperates well with the human side.
Well, how entirely wonderful! I can't believe this is actually happening.
The news on television reports a distortion space incident in the streets of Kabukicho, which may be part of the anomaly phenomena occurring frequently during this period. PST goes to investigate the incident and finds Minervamon fighting Greymon, who has broken through the distortion space. PST goes to help her.
Strike roll!
Minervamon asks PST to help fight the enemy, to take responsibility for stealing the egg, not knowing that Asuna sees the entire event. PST brings Minervamon to Aigiomon. She explains that he comes from Iliad, a digital world that's kind of a parallel universe to the material world where PST lived. And PST had broken into Iliad's temple to steal the egg last time. As for Greymon, he is one of the titans who brought disaster to their world, and some have crossed dimensions into this world. Minervamon asks PST to help with the mission to find his egg of the Great Guardian and return it to Iliad. Aigiomon asks Minervamon to tell him about the digital world. Minervamon is surprised because all Digimons are born and raised in the digital world already. Simmons and her team are testing a new project because the radar can now detect phase electrons, but still cannot interact with them. After helping Shota, who is one of Dr. Simmons' team members, retrieve the device's activation switch that was stolen by Black Gatomon, Simmons then helps install a detection device in the Digivice. Hiroko hears that everyone was going to Shinjuku Station. She is interested in going, too, because there was news about a mysterious dark shadow appearing in that area. Upon encountering the shadow monster, it causes Hiroko to pass out. Minervamon thought it was probably the same shadow monster that was after the egg, so she chased after it, along with everyone. But they instead found that the egg had already hatched. It was the egg of the Great Guardian, the savior of the digital world of Iliad. This place makes Aigiomon remember that he was born here. He may be the one who hatched from the egg. The party is attacked by Titamon. The Digimons invade the material world because they want to eliminate the threat, which is the egg. But after defeating Titamon, the party is sucked into the same dimensional gate that Titamon came through. Upon coming out of the sewer, they see the digital world, which is the world of Digimons.
Wait, is this the place Minervamon mentioned? The world where Digimon live?
We made it! We're actually in the digital world! The party meets Chronomon and the Bearmon brothers and follows them to the sewers in Digimon Town. Lunamon asks the party to help Chronomon out of the sewers, and in exchange, she will help find Minervamon. While fighting Ogremon, Hyogomon, and Bugomon in the sewer, the party reunites with Minervamon and Chronomon. After getting out of the sewers, Minervamon will go report to Marukamon, who is the leader of the city, to prepare the defense against the Titans who are about to invade Central Town. She therefore invites the party to go with her. Minervamon suggests to help the party return to their original world because they helped search for the egg of the Great Guardian and the Titans all along. During the meeting, where Garurumon interrupts, saying the townspeople had already begun evacuating themselves because the Bearmon brothers spread rumors about the Titans invading the city. Marukamon sees that the situation is getting worse, so he assigns Minervamon to repair the radio tower so that Junomon could help the party return to their original world. The party arrives at the radio tower and fights Parrotmon, who is one of the Titans. Marukamon joins in to deal with Parrotmon as well.
God, you are my gears actually.
But when they contact Junomon, there is no response from the temple at all. Upon returning to report to Marukamon, he says that the Titan invasion is expanding everywhere. Normally, the Locomon Railroad is used to contact Junomon's temple, but it seems a problem has occurred at the Factorial area, which is the power source of the digital world. He decides to deal with the Titans invading the city and tells the party to go to the Factorial area. Along the way, the airship that the party is riding on is attacked and crashes in the Factorial area. They go down to the lower floor and meet Bacchusmon, who thinks the party is intruders. There's a funny thing here. After Bacchusmon is defeated, he tries to escape with his collection that resembles Gunpla, but he slips and breaks it himself. Bacchusmon is so devastated that he tells us to just hurry up and kill him. Only then do we have the chance to explain that we aren't enemies, and that places like Akiba sell lots of collectibles like this. After that, he helps restore power to all of Iliad, which makes the railroad work again. Minervamon suggests returning to the Guardian Palace, Junomon's temple, first. Upon arriving, they meet Junomon. She explains that Aegiomon's abilities are part of the Great Guardian's true capabilities. Junomon is the custodian of a hero named Chronomon, who is used to guide the Great Guardian. Iliad was once protected by two powers: the wise warden Homeros, overseer of law and order, and the Great Guardian Chronomon, protector of Iliad's inhabitants. This brought about continuous peace and prosperity. Later, Iliad was invaded by the Titans. Chronomon thus fought the Titans to protect the people of Iliad. After a fierce battle, the Titans were pushed back and fled to the deepest parts of the world, while Chronomon was severely injured. Amidst the sorrow of the people, Chronomon announced before his last breath that his will would be passed on to a new guardian when Iliad's peace was threatened by evil again. Then, Chronomon disappeared, leaving only an egg, which was enshrined on the throne in the temple and considered a symbol of Iliad's peace. The people thus awaited the return of the Great Guardian. The Titans are about to invade the digital world, Iliad, again, and Aigiomon was born from the egg only to inherit the will of Chronomon. Aigiomon looks like he will refuse, but Junomon says that if the dimensional gate to the human world is opened while the digital world is being threatened, the conflict between Digimon will bring danger to the human world, which has happened in the past. The events of the past 3 years have led to restrictions on the gate's operation. If they want to open the gate, they must help the Great Guardian, Aigiomon, bring peace to the digital world, Iliad, first. The party goes to the Abyss area via Locomon. They learn from Shellmon that some Titans only attack because they are following orders. And some are good, like Divermon, whose life she saved. While they were talking, Octomon comes in with news that the village is being invaded by a Titan. The party thus goes out to look, but it is too late. Divermon, who can now move, intends to go back and tell the boss of the Titans that the Titans were in the wrong. The party, therefore, decides to travel with Divermon. Divermon goes to meet his boss, named Sharkmon, who is planning to attack the village again. Divermon tries to tell him to reconsider, but Sharkmon gets angry and accuses Divermon of being a traitor. He attacks Divermon. The party then helps Divermon defeat Sharkmon. Upon returning to the village, the party finds that Shellmon had fled with the villagers because the village was destroyed. Divermon therefore decides to stay there, while the party goes to report this matter to Junomon. Junomon asks Aigiomon to stay in the digital world. Right now, the Titans are planning to seize the current, which is the world's energy source, to use for expanding their territory. The current flows from the World Tree in Gear Forest, so she asks Aigiomon to go to the center of Gear Forest, where the current is located. Junomon says the conflict between Digimon and humans 3 years ago caused many human injuries and also caused some people to develop a grudge against Digimon. Therefore, she doesn't want to open the gate right now. Upon arriving at Gear Forest, the party goes to warn Bacchusmon and Sirenmon about the World Tree being targeted by Titans. After driving the enemies away from the World Tree, Sirenmon cannot feel the World Tree's power at all. Bacchusmon said the current is disrupted by mixing in some strange substance. The loss of the current will cause chaos throughout the digital world. After returning to the village, Bacchusmon just keeps drinking alcohol, which Sirenmon says he drinks because of the pressure of having to protect the World Tree. Bacchusmon says that since the World Tree was attacked, war is unavoidable. He will find warriors who are ready to fight together and told us to go inform Junomon. Returning to the Guardian Palace, they find that Ogremon, Hyogomon, and Fugamon are invading them to harm Junomon. But the party arrives to save her because Junomon cannot leave her throne. She must protect the treasure. After winning, Titamon leads an army through a dimensional gate into the throne room. Junomon is pushed off the throne, causing the treasure to appear. It is a ball containing the power of Chronomon. Junomon tells the party to take the treasure and flee through the dimensional gate back to the human world. But she forbids Aigiomon from going with the party. However, Aigiomon chooses to follow and protect Inori, which makes Junomon furious and use her power to banish Inori and the party to another dimension. The party wakes up in a dimensional rift. Aigiomon sees the treasure disappear through a gate to the human world, along with a group of Titans.
Oh, another evil. La 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 la.
He uses his own power to open a gate to the human world, with Pegasusmon flying in to help everyone land. He says he comes from Bergramon Transport Service and sees strange gates appearing all over the digital world, so he got sucked in too. Inori notices that Aigiomon digivolves into Aegiomon. Just then, the treasure falls down from the gate. The party thus looks for a way to retrieve the treasure. The party asks Dr. Simmons to help take them to the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building. Dr. Simmons is currently building a device that emits electromagnetic waves for immobilizing Digimon to stop the movement of all invading Digimon, which will allow the party to get to the building safely. Along the way, the party sees Titamon snatch the treasure, so they intercept and fight him. PST sees that the battle between Digimon is about to cause a disaster for the world, like the Shinjuku Inferno, with disruptions in the laws of time and space. PST admits to everyone that he came from the future. Inori and Aigiomon believe PST and plan to change the future of this world. After being defeated, Titamon recalls what Plutomon said, that Chronomon will appear before him while absorbing the power of the treasure. After defeating Titamon, the power of the treasure explodes, causing a severe space-time disturbance in the area around the party. Aigiomon accepts the power of the treasure as his own, causing the power to explode violently. The party wakes up in another dimension. Aigiomon reverts back to Aegiomon. The three of them had entered a dimension which is the residence of King Drasil, Kunlun, and Homeros. At this point, the narrator would like to explain that the current digital world consists of 3 locations. The first is Yggdrasil World. The representative, in the form of a golden-haired girl with twin tails, is King Drasil. Her protectors are the Royal Knights. The second is Iliad World. Their representative, in the form of a pink-haired girl, is Homeros. Her protectors are the Olympos XII. And the third is Shambhala World. Their representative, in the form of a boy, is Kunlun. His protectors are the Hachibushu. The world of Yggdrasil is the main world mentioned most often in various anime series. As for the world of Shambhala, it's mentioned most often in mobile games or other kinds of content. And finally, the world of Iliad is the world whose legend we are currently uncovering. Kunlun said that the party came from the world of Homeros. The current, which is the energy of the digital world, is blocked up, causing Homeros to be sleepy all the time, which they're looking for a solution for. After that, they banish the party from their world. To put it simply, the current is like energy that flows through the digital world. For Homeros, it is no different from the blood flowing through her. When the blood flow is obstructed, she remains in a state of sleep. King Drasil, Kunlun, and Homeros are known as the hosts. They exist in an otherworldly dimension that ordinary people cannot perceive. It is rare to see all 3 of them at the same time. Seeing them frequently indicates that the world is facing a crisis. They have been watching PST for a while and decided to give the Crimson Dragon data fragment to PST. The party returns to Shinjuku 8 years later, which should be PST's world. But there is no trace of the Shinjuku Inferno at all. While going back to Inori's house, they are photographed by people all along the way because they were thought to be Digimon. Upon arriving home, the party find Hiroko, who has become an adult, waiting for everyone's return on the orders of Kosuke, who is Inori's father. She tells them that there had been an explosion in Nishi Shinjuku, with a large number of Digimon pouring out of the blast site, which even the government cannot handle, letting everyone in the world know about the existence of Digimon. But in PST's world, almost no one knows about Digimon. Inori thinks this meant the future can be changed. Hiroko explains that the huge wall in Nishi Shinjuku is the Wall of Hope, which is a symbol of the Digimon district for keeping Digimon isolated. If someone reports them to DSAT, the Anti-Digimon Task Force, they will capture the Digimon and take them back to the Digimon district. Upon going to Shinjuku, the party finds out that the people who used to be in the Public Safety Investigation Unit are now working in the DSAT unit instead. DSAT comes to capture the party and imprisons them in a research center. The party receives help from Asuna, who disagrees with DSAT's methods because she knows that a number of Digimon were sent to the basement to be used as test subjects. She came to help the party at the request of Dr. Simmons. Upon arriving at the laboratory, a group of scientists had captured Digimon and kept them in test tubes to research the nature of Digimon life forms. Dr. Simmons no longer worked for them because she didn't want to be forced to develop weapons to destroy Digimon. After the scientists left, Asuna helps everyone escape through an underground passage. Dr. Simmons admires Dr. Yuki, who is PST's father, and she is currently researching the natural laws of this world. There is a village called Rebellion Village, deep beneath Shinjuku, which is a place for her research and a hiding place for the Digimon. She invites the party to meet her there. Dr. Simmons explains that Captain Kuremi retired due to an injury, causing public safety to change. She wants to find a way to coexist with Digimon. The party finds Marukamon, who had lost the war against the Titans, forcing him to flee through a gate that opened to this world, and he cannot contact Iliad at all. He also hopes to coexist with humans. PST doesn't want to use fighting to stop the war. Marukamon thinks that if the Titans agree to withdraw their forces, they may not have to fight. He suggested trying to go through the pit gate that had sucked them into the Digimon world 8 years ago to reach the digital world. Along the way, Garurumon comes to ask for help in finding a skilled healer Digimon in the digital world to help heal Marukamon. After crossing the gate, they find they had passed through the sewers. Inori suggests finding an occupied village to find a way to negotiate with the Titans, and also to search for the healer Digimon. Upon arriving in Central Town, they find that the city had already been taken over by Titans. While looking for a Titan to negotiate with, the party meets Lanamon, who advises that getting the Titans to relinquish the territory they've seized won't be easy. Some Titans have their reasons for attacking, and the factorial area that powers the railroad has undergone a makeover, so the railroad is unusable now. Lanamon recommended taking the Master Blimpmon instead, and a healer Digimon is likely to be there. The party sees the sea turning red in the abyss area through the monitor. Lanamon thinks that the cause may be because the flow of the current is stymied. Thanks to Shellmon's efforts, the village in this area is not attacked by Titans. And now, Shellmon digivolves into Venusmon. She is the skilled healer. OMG, what a big upgrade!
What do you mean by that?
The party asks Venusmon to help heal Marukamon, and in return, they will go negotiate a truce with Neptunemon, who is the leader of the Titans in this area. Lanamon suggests sending a bottle of wine as a gift for the truce to Neptunemon as well. Upon meeting Neptunemon, he will tell them that he is Divermon. He has previously sent an envoy to negotiate because he doesn't want to fight Venusmon's village. But seeing no reply, the party then wonders who attacked the village. Neptunemon pleads with the party that when they return to the village, to please tell Venusmon that she once saved his life, and he will do everything to repay her kindness. Venusmon is very shocked because she sent a bottle of wine containing poison to Neptunemon, not knowing that he was Divermon. After Neptunemon was poisoned, the color of the sea turned an even darker red.
Damn. Make things even worse.
What? What is this?
Everyone in the village lost consciousness because of the poison in the sea. Then, the shadow monster appeared. The party woke up again in the in-between theater. Kunlun and King Drasil promise not to interfere with the world without a good cause. But if one of them disappears, the balance of the world will change. Homeros is preparing to do something, so she is sleeping all the time. But if she were to awake, she would probably tell the party to use the power they have to help the world. Mireille then explains that when the party absorbs the power of the treasure, it awakens a dormant power in their bodies called Akashic Vision. The play is the story of Shelmon and Divermon. The seaside village was attacked by the Titan forces, forcing the townspeople to abandon their homes, including Shelmon. Divermon didn't want to see anyone suffer anymore, so he drove the Titan army out of the village. Divermon digivolves into Neptunemon, who is known as the ruler of the sea. Shelmon, who digivolves into Venusmon, didn't know that Neptunemon is Divermon. She thought Neptunemon took the sea from the villagers, so she sent poisoned wine to kill Neptunemon. After learning the truth, she regretted what she had done, which was when the poison spread, turning the sea into a poisonous sea and killing all surrounding life. The party has the power of Akashic Vision, which allows them to see fate in advance and intervene in it. This power identifies points in history, which are called singularities. It will appear in the form of a dark shadow, representing the search for a different future. The party is rewriting the sad fate of this world according to the will of Homeros, wise warden of the digital world.
Of Iliad, you are to rewrite this world's tragic script.
The party returns to the village at the point where Neptunemon hasn't been poisoned yet. Venusmon says she put in a sedative, not poison, and she has an antidote to use as leverage in negotiations only. But regardless, they must hurry to stop Neptunemon from drinking the wine first. But just as we are about to get back on the airship, we find that the Master Blimpmon had started its engines and is preparing to take off for unknown reasons. They have to run and chase after it to get on board, only to find that Lanamon had betrayed us. Lanamon wanted to sneak away after giving us the poison bottle. Inside the Master Blimpmon, the party discovers that the poison was being released from the ship into the sea. Lanamon admits that she deceived everyone to find a way to eliminate the Titan's enemies without fighting. After defeating her, she confessed that she did it to get revenge for Chronomon's curse that banished the Titans to the edge of the digital world, where the Digimon lived happily because of the energy from the current. The reason the Titans want the current is because it is a scarce energy source not found in the lands where they live. The party brings Venusmon to Neptunemon just in time before he is poisoned. Lanamon is furious that the party ruined her plan, and she had deceived Captain Kuremi 8 years ago using peace negotiations as a pretext. She lives to deceive and destroy humans, including the conquest of the Abyss area. Plutomon assigns her a secret mission to destroy the Abyss area, Neptunemon, and everything. Then, Lanamon digivolves into Kalmaramon to fight the party.
How does...
My turn!
I'm sorry.
Penetration!
I'm sorry. Oh, she healed us tonight. That... Oh my god. That is super heal.
After being defeated, Kalmaramon admits that Chronomon's curse caused resentment to be embedded in the Titan's soul. Neptunemon thanks Venusmon, and they make peace with each other. Before long, the sea returns to its normal state and brings happiness to the villagers living in that area once again. Upon returning to the in-between theater, the party finds that the metal statues of Neptunemon and Venusmon have appeared after fate was changed by Akashi Vision. Mireille explains that before Homeros fell asleep, they released the sacred current, which helps the chosen ones gain power from the current. It is a power that can foretell Iliad's misfortunes in advance. This power has limitations, and it is too great for a single Digimon to handle. If one wishes to possess this power, they must find someone with a like mind. Like the Digimon and the Titan that the party had just helped, they will become apostles of Iliad, and their bond will grow into a vessel for the sacred current. This will be the beginning of the legend of the Olympos XII. Suddenly, Aigiomon receives new power because a part of the sacred current's power that was restricted had been released after he found friends who wanted to face fate together. After we return to Central Town, Venusmon checks on Marukamon's body and finds out that it's being consumed by poison. It probably entered his system through a wound received from a previous battle, and it's the same type of poison that Lanamon put in the bottle of wine for Neptunemon. She recommends finding the fruit of Carpus Huel in Gear Forest to create an antidote. The party comes to Gear Forest and finds that all the trees in the forest are dead. The party thus agrees to hurry to the village first. Along the way, they meet Cherrymon, who is the protector of this forest. He asks them to help talk to Bacchusmon, who remains indifferent even though the forest is dying. The party then goes to talk to Bacchusmon, who says he was asleep when the forest was attacked, so he couldn't save anyone, including Sirenmon. Now everything is too late. He then drinks poison to kill himself right in front of everyone. After Bacchusmon died, the Dark Shadow appeared. When Aigiomon touches the Dark Shadow, it causes the party to return to the in-between world again. The Akashic Record records the history of Bacchusmon as the leader of the village in the primordial forest. He loves to drink and is enchanted by the music of Sirenmon and the villagers. Later, the Titans accuse Bacchusmon's strength of destroying the forest's current, and every time he had been victorious, he would celebrate the victory with his friends. These celebrations made him even more drunk and weak. This plan by the Titans gradually destroyed Bacchusmon's power. As the victory celebrations continued, a Titan assassin seizes the opportunity while Bacchusmon is drunk to make all the villagers fall asleep. The Titan's fierce invasion causes Sirenmon and many villagers to die, causing the once green forest to wither and die with it. Bacchusmon, filled with sadness and shame, drank the poison and killed himself. The party time traveled back to before Bacchusmon died. The party enters Gear Forest and finds that all the creatures in the forest are being put to sleep. Before long, the party also falls asleep. They wake up in another dimension and meet Lotusmon, who often talks with Bacchusmon in his dreams because Bacchusmon frequently has nightmares from the pressure of protecting the World Tree. Lotusmon senses that someone is using a power similar to his to make everyone fall asleep by controlling this dimension. The party finds Witchmon, who accuses Aigiomon of making Titamon disappear, and she wanted to get revenge on him. After defeating her, she holds a grudge against Aigiomon as the demon who cursed the Titans, and she will haunt him in his dreams forever. After she died, all the Digimon in the forest regained consciousness. Meanwhile, Tyrant Kabuteramon is fighting Sirenmon. He says the sanctuary is a source of current energy and the Titans hope to seize it, disrupting the flow of the sanctuary's current, turning this into a war of attrition, just as the Titans had planned. But this plan was thwarted because that strong drunkard caused them to retreat every time, which their boss was not happy about. The party and Bacchusmon come to help Sirenmon. After driving the Titans out of the forest, they agree to hold a celebratory feast.
He suddenly had tattoo. What? Asleep? What the? He just used skill and asleep. Oh, but Silenmon just wake him up.
But Sirenmon is too badly injured. He returns to his original form, becoming a tree. Bacchusmon intends to wait for him to revive and join the singing circle together again. In the Akashic record, it is newly recorded that the Titans are dealt with thanks to Bacchusmon's efforts, but Sirenmon unfortunately did not survive the fierce battle. Bacchusmon believes Sirenmon will be resurrected one day, so he swears to wait until then. Because of this, the forest of the Great Tree is protected and revitalized. This village thus creates a path of time once more, and Bacchusmon becomes one of the metal statues on the doors in the in-between theater, and Aigiomon also receives new power. Aigiomon intends to master the power of time travel to go back and save Inori's mother and brother. Bacchusmon tells the party that the current, which was once raging, had now calmed down. It might be because Sirenmon returned to the earth and helped cleanse the ground. The party asks Bacchusmon about the fruit of Carpus Hule. He says it will appear once the forest has recovered. Since they cannot get the fruit yet, they cannot help cure Marukimon of the poison. But they have reclaimed the territory seized by the Titans, so there is hope for negotiating a ceasefire. Marukimon asks the party to go to the factorial area to liberate the Titans' control area. Meanwhile, the operator contacts PST to state that Aigiomon and Inori are targets for elimination by ADAMAS because they possess dangerous power that can affect the security of humankind. At the factorial area, the party hears that Big Bearmon had joined the tournament at the Paradise Coliseum. He wanted to become strong and digivolve quickly, so he joined forces with the Titans. Now, he has become Callismon, the undisputed champion and ruler of the factorial area. The party knows that Callismon's younger brother had fled the Digiworld to Rebellion Village, so they intend to go and inform him about Callismon. The party joins the tournament in the Shinjuku underground area and met Little Bearmon, who is now digivolved into Grappleomon and is also the champion of this arena.
Take up this!
After defeating him, he admits that he was separated from his older brother ever since the Titans invaded Central Town. He doesn't believe his missing brother is dead and thinks Marukimon is weak for not taking back Central City. He thus tried to train himself to become stronger. Upon hearing the party talk about Callismon, he's disappointed that his brother had become a Titan who rules people with violence and is also the champion at Paradise Coliseum. He agrees to go talk to his brother. Inori receives a phone call from Hiroko, asking her to hurry to Vision Square in Higashi Shinjuku. Grappleomon thus asks to split off to prepare himself before meeting his brother. The party goes to meet Hiroko, who tells them that she had saved up enough money to create an anime video, just as she had always dreamed of. But her dream changed when the party disappeared 8 years ago, and she had dedicated herself to finding them. But now, she has made her dream come true, and her anime will be shown tomorrow. She asks them to come watch it. The party accepts and then goes back to meet Grappleomon. But it turns out that Grappleomon had secretly gone ahead alone. The party goes to Paradise Coliseum and finds that Callismon is rampaging and attacking the spectators, causing people to flee in panic. Before he goes berserk, he talked with Grappleomon and they argue. Grappleomon is severely injured. Aigiomon, therefore, uses his time travel power and enters the in-between theater dimension. The Akashic record, which records the death stories of Digimon who are qualified as apostles, had recorded the story of Callismon. It said the Bearmon brothers lived in Iliad with a strong bond. The younger brother admired his older brother's strength and courage, while the older brother was fond of his younger brother's shyness. They often trained together to become strong fighters. But when the Titans attacked their homeland, they were weak, so they were driven out of the city and had to be separated. As time passed, the younger brother keeps his promise by growing into a brave warrior and searches for his older brother, but never found him. His anger toward the Titans grows every day, and he uses fighting to vent the anger in his heart. When the older brother and younger brother meet again, it turns into a tragedy. The party returns to the Shinjuku underground arena at this time, before they go to meet Hiroko. This time, the party doesn't go to meet Hiroko, but went with Aigiomon instead. Inori asks him to talk with Chronomon without arguing, but upon entering the Paradise Coliseum, Aigiomon shouts for Chronomon to come out and faces him in the arena. When Chronomon appeared, he cannot remember his younger brother and goes berserk, running in to attack the party. During the fight, he begins to remember that he has made a deal. He let them modify his body in exchange for his younger brother's safety. That's why he joined the Titans. To save his younger brother,
And Pegasus will second.
Aigiomon digivolves into Marsmon.
Another form, oh my god. Can he go beyond
I'm
this?
sorry for being such a failure of a little bro. I'm sorry, big bro. You were always pushing me to toughen up and stop being such a crybaby. But at least here, I can finally make you proud. Bonus sanctions!
And finally defeats Chronomon. Chronomon says there are other Digimon who were modified, like him. He doesn't want others to have the same fate as him. The Akashic record records that Aigiomon finally met his older brother, but Chronomon has become a slave of the Titans and was forced to fight in the arena. Aigiomon joined the fight in the arena to help his brother, who had been modified by the Titans into a vicious monster. When fighting his brother, Aigiomon digivolved into Marsmon and defeated his brother. He was able to save Chronomon's mind, but his modified body couldn't be returned to its original state. His older brother asked him to help the others as well, which he accepted wholeheartedly because it was the first time his older brother had relied on him, and he swore to help his friends protect the world. Marsmon became one of the metal statues of the Apostles of Iliad in the In-Between Theater. Mireille explains that when the metal statues of the Apostles gathered at the clock until it is complete, the sacred current's power will be fully unleashed and the collapse of the natural order will stop. Right now, there are still 8 disciples left to find. Aigiomon suggests returning to the rebellion village first. When they meet Marukamon, he still looks to be in pain from the poison in his body. He wants to stop the Titans because they plan to subjugate the human world once they seize Rebellion Village. Right now, the enemy is aiming for Central Town. Marukamon's unit is currently fighting them. Marukamon has another matter to ask the party for help with because the human DSAT unit also seems to have some plan. He asks the party to help defend the rear guard while they go deal with matters elsewhere and to talk to Dr. Simmons for details. Dr. Simmons explains that public safety is planning to activate some giant unidentified weapon under the city, and the weapon's target is Rebellion Village because they want to erase all Digimon from this world. She therefore wants Inori to help negotiate with her father to stop him from making a mistake. When the party goes to meet Kosuke, Inori's father, Inori is disappointed that her father has rejoined Public City again. He he orders his men to stop the party, then orders Kuroi via communicator. Kuroi disagrees with postponing the plan to eliminate the Digimon around Shinjuku tomorrow, but Kosuke doesn't want to postpone it. He says to push forward to the execution phase as he detected a gate above the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building, which comes from 8 years ago when the swarm of Digimon appeared. If it opens again, humans will be attacked by a ton of Digimon. Aigiomon knows that a swarm of Digimon was the Titans. Kosuke admits that he hates Digimon because he took the lives of his loved ones, which were Inori's mother and younger brother, and if he wants to protect what's important, he must be willing to get his hands dirty. After that, he orders the elimination of all enemies that appear outside. Upon going outside the building, the operator notices a Digimon that appears on the same day as the Shinjuku Inferno. She says to eliminate the cause of the anomaly this time, which is to eliminate Aigiomon along with Inori Misono, but PST refuses. She supports PST's decision and asks PST to stop the Shinjuku Inferno. While trying to stop the Shinjuku Inferno, PST hears from Junomon that Marukamon died during battle in the digital world. He sacrificed his life because the poison in his body flared up, allowing his comrades to escape from Central Town. This allowed them to successfully close the Rebellion Village Gate, but the enemy might not have given up on invading the human world. The enemies are looking for other gates, but they will fight together with the remaining comrades for revenge. Along the way, Bacchusmon brings comrades from Bergamon's transportation service owner to help take PST to the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building. On the roof of the building, PST sees Inori and Aigiomon being attacked by public safety's weapon, but a large golden arm comes in to save them just in time. It punches the weapon until it breaks, causing a dimensional absorption. Inori falls into a time rift, and Aigiomon cannot follow in time. He unleashes his dark power and chases after Inori right in front of PST. PST is brought to the In-Between Theater and saw the Akashic record of Marukamon, who was a swift, strong, and brave warrior. He attracted Digimon to join him and managed to build a small village. Before long, the village turned into a large city, but was still invaded by Titans. Marukamon fought to protect the city's inhabitants, but was shot with a poisonous arrow. He could not resist the enemy any longer, allowing the Titans to successfully conquer the city. Marukamon and his comrades found a way to escape to the human world. They built their own base here, waiting for an opportunity to take back their homeland. But the poison in Marukamon's body had weakened him before the battle arrived. When he tried to fight in that condition, it allowed the enemy to defeat him. He was poisoned, so he sacrificed himself to let his comrades escape. The desire to reclaim their homeland thus ended, along with the life of their leader. PST time-traveled back to before Marukamon died, without Aigiomon and Inori with him. PST contacts Venusmon for help. She finds the fruit of Carpus Hule under the spot where Sirenmon sleeps in Gear Forest, which cannot be used to create an antidote for Marukamon. When Marukamon recovered, he prepared to fight to reclaim his homeland once again, and he promises PST that he will stop the Titans from destroying the human world. Marukamon and PST confront the mystery Digimon, who told them it is still too early. To replace the gear, the clock's cover must be opened first. After defeating his summoned subordinate, he says that he will wait for PST at the place where the laws of time are engraved, and then disappears, allowing them to reclaim Central Town. The Akashic record records Marukamon's story anew. After the poison was removed from his body, he became strong once again. He fights alongside his friends, driving out the Titans, and reclaims his homeland. And it becomes a haven for all Digimon of Iliad. A metal statue of Marukamon appears on the clock as one of the apostles. As he is leaving the theater, PST receives a call from the operator saying that ADAMAS HQ is about to be swallowed by a massive space-time disturbance very soon. Her existence will probably end as well. She asks PST to remember her existence, and she will tell Dr. Yuki about PST's world-saving heroism if they ever meet. Upon returning to the city, Marukamon warns that the humans haven't activated the weapon because he stops the Titan invasion. But if the Titans intend to invade the human world directly, the same thing may happen again. He advises that Plutomon, the leader of the Titans, resides in a place called the Dark Field. Due to the event where the swarm of Titans invaded Central Town, the Dark Field's defenses will be weakened now, and it will be an opportunity to seek a truce. But he needs to know what the Titans really want first. PST travels with Gekomon, who is Plutomon's subordinate. He notices an abnormality in his master, so he wants to see Plutomon. When PST arrived at Plutomon's castle, he sees that he is berserk and has now become a zombie. PST warps away from him with Gekomon teleportation. PST feels that something is not right. He accepts the appearance of the Dark Shadow to enter the In-Between Theater. Mireille explains to PST that the Wandering Shadow was a tragic hero, stained with tears from shattered hopes. He grew stronger from despair and fell into darkness, becoming a demon. They need a guide toward hope, a way to move forward, not repeating the same old cycle. And PST was the one she was talking about from the very beginning, not Aigiomon. The Akashic Record records the story of Plutomon, who is the king of the Titans who once ruled Iliad, but was forced to abdicate the throne. He was thus exiled to the underworld, which became his new kingdom. He lived to judge the fates of the souls who did evil in Iliad's depths. But then, one day, Plutomon led the Titan army to invade Iliad. The fierce battle nearly destroyed the world. The party invaded Plutomon's castle, hoping to stop the Titans' invasion of Iliad. But instead, they found the living corpse of Plutomon, which had already decayed. If it wasn't Plutomon who gave the orders to the Titans, then who was behind it? PST time travels to the period before Plutomon is defeated and finds that the mystery Digimon is turning Plutomon into his puppet.
Why does Plutomon look to this guy? Salubimon is stronger than Plutomon.
Revival is soon upon us. That means your job is done.
Upon seeing PST, he flees. Plutomon, who had just regained his senses, asks PST about the situation of the digital world. He reveals the truth that the war happened and was all planned by the hero who fell into darkness, which is Chronomon himself. The hero Chronomon had great power, enabling him to decipher the Akashic records stored in Iliad. But then, he learned the truth from the Akashic records, that this world was created by a higher being who is above all living things and is also the owner of all knowledge within the Akashic records. This truth drove Chronomon to despair because everything that appeared was predetermined. He began to see all living beings as cogs in a machine created by the higher being. He wanted to break the chains that bound fate, so he ordered the warriors of Iliad, which were the Titans, to fight the higher being. But he could not compare to the higher being and was utterly defeated. He was sealed in the core of the device that governs time, the Akashic Records. The Titans were also banished to the lowest points of Iliad and were branded as the villains of the digital world. Plutomon was dissatisfied that the Titans were always defeated by heroes in the pages of history, and the Titans possessing the current world would be the only hope to save them from being exiled to the ends of the world. He was consumed by Chronomon's curse and hatred, which made him do all sorts of bad things. From the resentment that sealed Chronomon, he plotted revenge by pretending to be a hero in the pages of history. He asks PST to tell this truth to Marukamon. When Marukamon learns that Plutomon is being controlled, he sends Venusmon to help heal him. The Akashic Records record the story of Plutomon once again, that he is the one who exposed the truth hidden in Iliad's past, the rage of the false hero who rose up to fight the gods in ancient times. Chronomon's curse was the disaster that caused the world to fall into chaos. Chronomon's evil manipulated the Titan warriors from the shadows, causing chaos in Iliad and sending the world to its end. He hopes that those who know the truth would help thwart Chronomon's plan. Upon returning to the city, Marukamon, who now knows the truth, thinks that the person behind the Titans may want something in the human world. But Marukamon cannot leave the city because he fears that the Titans will invade again. He suggests PST go consult Dr. Simmons to deal with the impending crisis. PST tells Dr. Simmons everything. She says that if there is a sign the gate is about to open, public safety may rush to activate the weapon, which will also drain the power of the captured Digimon. The damage will be immense. She remembers there is an underground lab area where she cannot enter, but she suspects they are conducting experiments there. At the underground lab, Dr. Simmons discovers an experiment to put a Digimon's core into a weapon, and Volcanismon is the test subject this time. Suddenly, the dark shadow appears, causing PST to enter the in-between theater. The Akashic Record records the story of Volcanismon as the avatar of the Forge God. He was a creator who was drawn into the human world. Once he arrived, he exchanged both knowledge and friendship with humans. Oh my god, this almost reminds me of when a foreigner visits Akihabara. But that happy period didn't last long, as he was captured by humans with malicious intent. Humans used the knowledge gained from him to create weapons to threaten Digimon. Then, humans built a massive humanoid weapon, a giant slayer that could erase the existence of all Digimon. Not only was Volcanismon used as a test subject, but his core was also assembled into that weapon. He gave knowledge to humans with the hope of helping to develop this world, but he himself ended up becoming a threat to this very world. Upon returning to the underground lab, PST finds that this time he does not time travel, so he cannot save Volcanismon. Dr. Simmons thinks the weapon may have been transported to the government building while they were talking. She suggests going to stop them before the weapon is used. PST sees a vision of Aigiomon coming to see him. Aigiomon is also the origin of the Dark Shadow. He has tried to use his time travel power to save Inori time and time again. He knows that Chronomon was defeated in the battle against the higher being and was sealed, so Chronomon left the egg to destroy the seal and fulfill his wish, thus creating a fake legend of the Great Guardian to make him play the role he has set. Now, Aigiomon can use his time travel ability fluently, which is proof that he is turning into a demon. PST is pulled into the in-between theater, where Mireille explains that Chronomon created this whole story to cause Aigiomon the most pain. A desire born from true despair is strong enough to shake the laws of this world. But not everything is going according to Chronomon's plan. because PST can still fix it in time. PST travels back in time and goes to the lab to help free Volcanismon. After that, Dr. Simmons asks PST for help in stopping public safety from deploying the giant weapon. When Dr. Simmons meets Volcanismon, she apologizes to him on behalf of humanity. Volcanismon is a chill guy and just wants 5 action figures from Akihabara as an apology. The Akashic Record records the story of Volcanismon, who is about to become the control unit of the weapon, saying he was rescued by kind-hearted humans who disagreed with harming Digimon. Even though he could forgive humans, he had to stop the humans' plan as well, so that humans and Digimon could cooperate to fight the same enemy, and it might cause the impending disaster in the near future to be changed. Then, a metal statue of Volcanismon appears on the clock as an apostle. PST talks with Dr. Simmons about the one who delivers Digimon as test subjects to public safety, Dianamon. Dianamon used to be an inhabitant of Central Town who used the name Lunamon. She is in the cosmic area. Dr. Simmons asks PST to go find Dianamon, while she investigates whether the weapon can be used to generate immense energy. Upon going to the cosmic area, PST meets Apollomon, who digivolved from Chronomon, who thought Dianamon's actions are unforgivable, and he would deal with her as a family member.
Oh. Some cool move.
After meeting Dianamon, she tells him that Junomon was the one who taught her how to send Digimon to the human world to act as envoys to help humans understand Digimon better. But she didn't think Digimon would face such a sad fate as becoming test subjects. She once asked Minervamon for advice, but after discussing it, she disappeared and never came back. This made Dianamon unable to distinguish who was friend or foe. She even suspected Apollomon.
Okay, let's see the attack.
Can't be.
PST, Dianamon, and Apollomon go to see Junomon, who had now become Junomon Heretic mode, to get answers. Dianamon heard a rumor that Apollomon had joined the Titans, but Apollomon knew nothing about it. When he couldn't contact Dianamon, he had relied on Pumpkinmon. Suddenly, Pumpkinmon revealed that he was the cause of the misunderstanding between the two. Then, Junomon Heretic mode captured the party with the Chain Lash move. The Akashic Records record that Junomon was a sacred oracle. She was revered by Minervamon and many Digimon, which made her want to perform her sacred duty to the best of her abilities. That duty was to protect Iliad's great guardian and to raise him. She waited to meet him, but when she finally met the Great Guardian, it was at the same time that Iliad was being invaded by numerous Titans, causing her to be separated from him again. Since then, the gate to Junomon's temple was closed and never opened again. PST wakes up again in Junomon's temple. He is imprisoned with Dianamon and Apollomon. Before long, Witchmon and Titamon in Tsunomon form come to help destroy the cage to help PST. Titamon is in this form because he had previously absorbed the power of the treasure when he fought the party last time. This time, he comes to help free the Titans from this prison, following Plutomon's orders. The party finds that Minervamon is also imprisoned here, so they rescue her and go see Junomon together. Junomon says that PST is the Great Guardian, who should be protecting the digital world together with her, but instead betrayed her to protect the humans. She was the one who protected and cared for the egg and sent it to hatch in the human world, only for it to be abandoned by PST. Minervamon felt that she was going berserk and was obsessed with PST.
You bet!
How dare you! Welcome to mine!
After defeating Junomon, the mystery Digimon will appear, revealing that Junomon was being controlled by him before he disappears. Junomon returns to her original form. She explains that the mystery Digimon took advantage of the negative emotions that Chronomon left inside her, allowing him to control her. Now she understands that Chronomon is not a hero. She agrees to reveal that Chronomon is sealed within a time-controlled device. The only way to be free is to self-destruct. But the higher being did not want that, so Chronomon devised a plan to make his self-destruction possible by preparing a gear to replace him. He created the egg to be the hero who saves the world by giving it the duty of destroying him. Junomon now realizes that she had been deceived all along. The Akashic records record the story of Junomon, that she loved the Great Guardian very much and could not restrain the feeling of jealousy that came from love. Chronomon used this feeling of hers to control her, but with the help of friends who reunited once again, she regained her free will and broke Chronomon's curse. The admiration and praise from those around her made her want to fulfill her duty as a trusted priestess. She thus relayed the truth about the false hero named Chronomon, who is a threat to the digital world. When she was possessed by Chronomon, it made her realize that Aegiomon was created by Chronomon to be the replacement gear to fulfill his ultimate goal. Then, metal statues of Junomon and Minervamon appeared on the clock as apostles of Iliad. Upon returning to the present world, PST meets Junomon. She reveals that PST was born from the egg of Chronomon. Everything that happened was a ritual for PST to become the keeper of time. When violent powers collide, it causes distortions in the order, and rifts in time and space are thus formed. Perhaps Chronomon found a way to undo his seal by opening a path to the Akashic records that control the order. Chronomon's final goal is to meet PST, who is his new incarnation. As of now, you've probably noticed that most of Digimon seems to see PST as a replacement of Aigiomon somehow, right? Well, I think something will be revealed soon. Marukamon warns that Chronomon still controls the Titans and is preparing to invade the human world. Right now, the Giant Slayer is being deployed and is heading toward the government building. PST is curious about his own father, so he took the opportunity to ask Dr. Simmons about Dr. Yuki, who raised him. Dr. Simmons says that Dr. Yuki is a character in an anime called Agent Alpha. The plot is that Dr. Yuki disappeared during an experiment. His son, who is the protagonist of the story, thus sets out to find him. But it was the inspiration for Dr. Simmons to become a scientist. Junomon chimes in, saying that the Giant Slayer may be difficult to control now because it has received Chronomon's rage through the Digimon core. Chronomon wants a clash of forces, which will cause a space-time rift born from the war, able to open the sealed door. Then PST and Chronomon will meet. The victims from the incident will become mere sacrifices just so the two can meet. Junomon will help open a gate to the dimension where Inori is. Upon entering, PST is attacked by the Giant Slayer, but Bergramon comes to the rescue. He helps PST escape. PST wakes up in another dimension and talks with the operator. She explains that when Aigiomon disappeared, PST was mistaken for the Great Guardian. Chronomon's plan is to change the balance between the worlds, which is a threat to the very existence of all parties. PST has been tasked with eliminating those who seek to destroy the natural law. The operator reveals a shocking truth, that the Dark Shadow was actually born from the despair and suffering of Aigiomon, who was stuck in a repeating time loop, desperately trying to save Inori, but failing every time. Aegiomon's endless time loops and Dark Shadow creation events are threatening to destroy the world. To break this tragic cycle, Homeros performed divine intervention by picking one of these dark shadows and reformatting it into a new form as the main character, Agent PST, and hoped that he would create a different outcome. Our memory was created from the favorite Agent Alpha anime of Inori's brother, who disappeared during a Digimon incident in the past. And the operator who PST had been talking with was only in PST's mind. This could perhaps be because Aigiomon wished to stay behind Inori as her brother. And if you saw the 3-minute anime prelude to this game, her brother had been protecting Aegiomon's egg with his life on the line, so his inherited wish may have been passed on to Aigiomon during that moment. Aigiomon appears and realizes that his desire to be with Inori had distorted this world. But if he stops time traveling and steps into the future, the Dark Shadow will disappear, and PST may no longer exist. But PST accepts that, leading Aigiomon and PST to jogless fusion into Jupitermon.
Are we going to disappear soon too? Oh, this is jogless. We're gonna look like this from now.
Finally, the last two apostles of Iliad, which is Marsmon, reborn from Sirenmon awakened, and Jupitermon, making the clock complete once again. Meanwhile, Jupitermon goes to meet Junomon's group to ask everyone to fight Chronomon together and move forward into the future. Junomon explains that the Giant Slayer is connected to Chronomon, and now it intends to destroy the world's foundation, time itself. Chronomon's goal is for him, the so-called Keeper of Time, to disappear. Apollomon and Dianamon jogless fusion into Grace Novamon. They create a dimensional space, waiting for Jupitermon to bring the Giant Slayer in to fight within that space, so the city will not be too damaged. Furthermore, both Jupitermon and Chronomon possess the power of time travel. If they fight with such power, the outcome may be unpredictable.
So Georges.
I have created this space by using the collision of opposing forces, the sun and the moon. I will give it my all to keep Chronomon trapped in this space. In the meantime, I'm counting on you! Finish this! Vigilant, Jupitermon. Both you and Chronomon possess the ability to manipulate time. If two such powers were to clash, it would bring upon severe distortions, and we have no idea what that would bring about.
After the two sides clashed, it created rifts in time. PST and Aigiomon separated once again. They worked together to pull Inori out of one of the time rifts before appearing in another dimension where Dianamon and Apollomon, who had separated, were waiting. They explained that they created the dimensional space from space-time distortions. Rescuing Inori might cause an expansion of the space-time disturbance. It can be said that Aigiomon interfered with the laws of time, and now they don't know if the previous world and the digital world still exist or not, and they don't know what will happen when the space-time dimension is distorted. After exploring the place for a while, Aigiomon sees a light which contains Inori's feelings. It forms a shape in the distorted space-time dimension. Upon walking deeper, they meet the mystery Digimon. He calls Aigiomon his alter ego, while he himself is the body bound by the laws of time and is about to be free. He will eliminate those who intrude on the Akashic records. He tells them to eliminate him and replace him. Otherwise, they will be stuck here, which is the punishment for interfering with the laws of time. The mystery Digimon merges with the giant slayer to fight the party. They then realize that the mystery Digimon is Chronomon. Aigiomon suspects that Chronomon was freed from his seal because the party opened the clock's cover. The party encounters an uncrossable path, and Biomon happens to be right next to them again, but this time she is able to fly them across to the other side safely. Along the way, they see Plutomon gathering the Titans to fight against Chronomon, who is merged with the Akashic records. Therefore, the time control system, which is merged with Chronomon, sees those who enter as intruders, and it endlessly summons memories from the future and the past to eliminate the intruders. Plutomon helps by firing to open a path for the party to proceed. This time, PST has to fight through levels, battling many enemies and the 7 great demon lords that are created by the Akashic records system.
Okay, not this one.
Here I go! Pandemonium!
Yeah, I think we are fighting 7 demon lords. Yeah, for sure. So there's gonna be 7 bots until we fight the main boss. Strong.
Divine atonement!
Ouch.
Here I go! Death Slinger! Here I go! Gift of darkness!
But he is able to keep moving forward because he receives support from the comrades he has come to know and the Olympos XII. The party rides on Sarismon's back to fight in the final battle together with the Olympos XII against Chronomon. But the attacks from the party, who are under the laws of nature, couldn't do anything to Chronomon, who is protected by the laws of nature. To make matters worse, Chronomon uses his power to revert all of PST's Digimon back to their baby forms. But Aigiomon uses his own power to pull their Digivolved forms back. King Drasil, who exists outside the laws of nature, thus lends a hand by intervening in the battle, using the royal knights from her own world, who are sent to help this world. During the battle, Minervamon digivolves into Mervamon.
Madness merry-go-round deluxe! Burning bloodshed!
The battle rages fiercely between PST, Aigiomon, and the Olympus XII against the power of Chronomon. In the end, PST was able to use a final ultimate move, gathering everyone's power into a weapon and transforming into Jupitermon for delivering the last blow.
It's like a Thor. I think our hero is a Thor. With your name.
Ultimate Oryuken!
Omni-Blade!
Lightning shower!
Upon being defeated, Chronomon is glad that Aigiomon is able to destroy the chains of natural law that had imprisoned his body, making him free once again. After Chronomon, or the Keeper of Time, disappears, the time dimension will be torn open, causing even more damage than when the Shinjuku Inferno occurred. Therefore, Jupitermon must take on the duty of being the Keeper of Time, succeeding Chronomon to restore this world and bring back what was lost so there can be a future for everyone to move forward. He will be with Inori wherever time exists and watch over her. He thanks her for taking care of him ever since he came out of the egg. In the restoring dimension, Aigiomon tells PST that he can handle everything by himself now. He can still watch over Inori, even if they have to pretend not to know each other. But he asks PST to take care of Inori in his place.
I know it's selfish of me to ask, but you definitely understand how I feel, right? Because after all, you are the other me.
And the Akashic records record the story of both worlds, the human world and the digital world. When the two worlds converged, it allowed Aigiomon to meet a human girl. Aigiomon learned to live alongside humans and form bonds. At the same time, he was the seed of darkness that Chronomon had sown, which would lead the world to ruin. Aigiomon learned of his destiny to become the Great Guardian and rose up to protect this world. But during a battle, the girl disappeared into a dimensional rift. To save his friend, Aigiomon awakened the time control power within him and lost control of himself, causing the world to fall into chaos just as Chronomon had planned. Aigiomon fell into despair, unable to save his friend or this world. With the help of another Great Guardian, he was able to control his power and transform himself into the champion of Iliad. With the help of the 12 warriors protecting Iliad, he was able to rescue the girl and establish the Olympus XII. He accepted the duty as Keeper of Time and wanted to return everything she had lost to her so she could be happy, in exchange for sacrificing all the time they had spent together. The gate connecting the two worlds closed, forcing them to be separated once again. Time passes. PST meets you, Inori's brother, and Inori, who seems to see an image of Aigiomon overlapping with PST. The story of Digimon in the Time Strangler installment, another chapter in the legend, thus comes to an end. This game might be a beloved series for many who have followed it since childhood. Whether you liked or disliked the story, you can share your opinions in the comments. And if you're still deciding, or time and budget are tight, that's exactly why PST exists. We'll bring you the complete story, told like a movie, so you can feel the adventure as if you played it yourself. No pressure, no missing out, just the heart of the game when you need it. Let me know in the comments below. Your feedback is warmly welcomed and truly shapes what comes next. Thanks for watching PST Story.